Hi friends, tonight I'm coming to you with one simple recipe. Has 5 ingredients. You can zhuzh it up if you like, but it starts with 5. So I'll tell you what they are and then we'll jump in. It's shrimp, butter, Cajun seasoning, garlic, and pasta. It can be that simple. You can add to it, you can make it your own, but it starts with those 5 simple ingredients. Let's go. So you'll see I've got my water started for my pasta. I've got some salt in there so it'll flavor it up really nice. If you've cooked it all, you've seen people salt the water, I'm sure. Do it with your heart. That's my recommendation. Next, in this pan where we're gonna cook our shrimp, I'm gonna put 1 stick of the Kerrygold butter. It's the best, you have to use it for this. Then we're gonna let this butter melt a little bit. And once it gets the pan coated, you don't have to wait till the whole stick is melted, but once it gets the pan coated, then you're gonna go in with your minced garlic. Don't be shy, you know I'm not. And you're just gonna let that garlic kind of bloom a little bit. I know blooming is mostly for dry spices, but you just kind of want it to, the edge of it to cook off. All right, now that our butter is melted, it's time to add in my husband's favorite ingredient, the shrimp. We did get Argentine and red shrimp, and it's important to know that these are raw. Even though they're red, they have not been cooked. Because of the type of shrimp they are, you have to make sure that you cook them. Whoop. So then we're gonna let these shrimp thaw and cook a little bit, but we're also gonna add in our Cajun seasoning here. Don't be shy. I used about 2 tablespoons and saved a little bit for a little further along in the process to see if we need it, but you don't want it to be too terribly spicy for everybody. Okay, so we've got the ice crystals off the shrimp, which is the most important part. I mentioned that you can zhuzh this up a little bit, and as you hopefully have seen, we've been cooking all day, so I have some extra onions that I'm gonna dump in. That'll add a great flavor. I can't wait to taste that. And then I have a little bit of parsley, mostly stems left, so I'm just gonna dump it in here. That'll give it a great flavor too. The parsley was fresh from the garden a little earlier, so we'll want those stems to cook down. They have good flavor, but they aren't always the nicest to chew raw. So the shrimp's looking pretty good. I think we'll let that cook while we put in our pasta. We're just gonna get a good handful. If you want to measure and be precise, feel free. That's just not my style. But we're gonna go ahead and cook all this pasta up. All right, so we covered this to make sure that the shrimp got cooked through and that all the flavors came together. We're gonna uncover it though, and then I'm gonna add the pasta because the butter and the shrimp made our own pasta sauce. However, the pasta is a little bit on the chewy side, but we want to finish it cooking in the sauce because that'll give it great flavor and just make it all come together better. And then we'll cover it back up and let it set a little longer. Just like this. Okay friends, this is one of my favorite dishes. It's so easy. Look at that, those noodles. They're sauced with the Cajun seasoning and the butter and ready to go. And the shrimp is done and we're ready to eat. So I'm gonna take this out, plate it up, and show you what it looks like on. All right, so you can't have pasta without Parmesan. Do you know me at all? I love cheese. All right, friends, time to go in for that first bite. So we got a piece of pasta, we got a piece of shrimp, has a little cheese, a little parsley. How can it be so simple and so good?